Dear guests, faculty and students, good morning. My name is Chris Christodoulatos, and I'm the Vice Provost for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. On behalf of the Stevens community, I would like to welcome you to the 7th Annual Stevens Innovation Expo, and to thank you for joining us to celebrate the achievements of our students and faculty. I would like also to a special welcome to our colleagues from Taiwan, from University of Tonghai, Dr. Xin Chao, Vice President of Tonghai, and Dr. Lo, Dean of College of Fine Arts and Creative Design. Welcome. They're going to stay with us. Now, as you can see from the program, we have a very packed day with the elevator pitch competition starting in a few minutes. And then in the afternoon, we have our senior design project posters in the Canavan Arena and in the Walker Gym. Without any other delay, I would like to ask Provost George Kofiadis to come up and give his welcoming remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Good morning. Nice to see everyone here. Thank you for coming in. It's a day of celebration today, and we're celebrating the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship. Let me just give you 3 or 4 facts. First fact is that innovation and entrepreneurship are the cornerstones of economic growth and prosperity. Anybody doubts that? Now, if you look at the Stevens family and how they created and worked at the interface of technology and business, you'll understand. And this is the founding fathers of the Institute. And that's why we call Stevens the Innovation University. It's not a new thing. It's in our blood and our DNA. Second fact is that in this global environment, competition for innovation and economic advancement has become more fierce than ever. Third fact, unless the United States continues to innovate and be entrepreneurial and support innovation and entrepreneurship, we're going to lose our technological global lead. Fourth fact is the universities have to play in this arena. Today's universities, unless we promote innovation and entrepreneurship, we're not going to train the leaders that we need in order to secure economic growth and prosperity for the future. So it is, I will call it a national mandate. And everyone, our graduates, our students, our faculty, everyone has to and must work towards the national mandate. So it goes beyond the educational mission of a university. It's a national mandate. Otherwise, the prosperity and economic growth that we have been enjoying since the birth of this country is not going to be sustained. There's a fifth fact, and this is that Stevens is one of the leaders in this domain. You know, this year, we started teaching entrepreneurship for every engineering student that enters this university in the freshman year. You'll be surprised to see how creative and how innovative our students are at the freshman year. So we have 22 teams of 3 or 4 students each that have been selected to get microfunding if they wish to pursue it. So the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship is alive at Stevens, and you'll see it today. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I'd like to thank our students and faculty for being here, and go Stevens. I'd like to introduce our president, Arman Favarden. to give the opening welcome. And he's been here now for 1,016 days, I think, or something like that. And great things are happening at Stevens under his leadership. So, Nariman.
Let me also welcome all of you to this wonderful event. This is now I believe it's the third. This is the third such event that I attend. These are exciting events, and I've never seen this room as crowded as it is today. That gives me the confidence that we are doing the right things. Typically, in events like this, the president and the provost and the deans, they line up in the beginning to make opening remarks, and usually the way it works is that everybody says the same set of things, and by the time it's the last person's turn to speak, everything that needed to be said has been said, but people feel obligated to repeat the same things. I will not do that. Let me just say that I agree wholeheartedly with everything that the provost said about the role of innovation and entrepreneurship, its role for the country, and the responsibility that institutions of higher education have in that arena. Stevens believes in this in a very, very serious and a very profound way. You know that we have an Office of Innovation and Entrepreneurship whose job is to create a supportive and nurturing environment for the faculty and for the students and for our alumni to promote and support their entrepreneurship goals and activities. We're creating an ecosystem that includes a whole host of programs, from education programs such as the one that the provost just mentioned, starting at the freshman year. I mean, how many universities are there in this country where all engineering students are required to take a freshman level course in entrepreneurship, instilling those entrepreneurial ideas in them from the day they arrive in the university, and then nurturing them and supporting them during the course of their stay at the university. In addition to that, what the provost did not mention is that our education programs also include a very, very serious senior design project, which you will see examples of today, complemented with a sequence of 2 senior level courses in entrepreneurship at the senior year. So we have a program in the first year, we have entrepreneurship programs in the last year, and throughout the course of the students' stay at the university, all kinds of other supportive programs. The only other point that I'd like to add to what the provost said, which I believe in very strongly, is that in this part of the country, in the state of New Jersey, where there is a lot of desire to promote entrepreneurial activities, support startup companies, create an ecosystem that is supportive of entrepreneurs and investors, there is no place better than Hoboken. The combination of a university whose tagline is the Innovation University, with the legacy that the provost mentioned about the founding fathers of the institution, a university that deeply believes in instilling innovation and entrepreneurship values in the members of the community, the proximity to New York City, which is now one of the most exciting places for entrepreneurs to be and to start their companies, a place where there is a wealth of financing opportunities, probably better than most other places on the face of this planet, and a city which is an up-and-coming city crowded by a lot of very well-educated, very young people. I haven't been to any place in this country where the average age of residents is as low as it is in Hoboken. I have never seen so many pregnant ladies anywhere else in the country because they're in their prime and they're all building families. All of them are professionals, very well-educated people. I think we have a very unusual set of circumstances. So we are hoping that with the activities that we have at Stevens and the kind of spirit that exists in Hoboken outside Stevens, we can create a unique set of opportunities. And that gives me the segue to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Aaron Price, who is a very well-known Hoboken entrepreneur and a great friend of Stevens. Aaron finds opportunities to show up here on campus almost every week. Aaron, please come forward.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that Stevens has become such a friend of the entrepreneurial community. For those of you who I haven't had a chance to meet, I'm an entrepreneur, and I've started a group called the New Jersey Tech Meetup almost 4 years ago this week. It was April 19th. And we've just celebrated our 4-year anniversary. We're 3,500 members strong. We've been hosting that event here once a month where we bring together about 200 entrepreneurs, 3 startups, and a main speaker. And it's really been an amazing community to be involved with. And I really want to thank the Stevens community and Dr. Farvardin. He's told me many times when I've talked to him about the opportunities for entrepreneurship around New Jersey that Stevens is just getting started, and I believe him based on my experience 4 years ago when he wasn't here and seeing how things have changed since he's here. I really sincerely appreciate your dedication, so thank you very much. Besides being the founder of the New Jersey Tech Meetup, I also have a company called LiveCube, and so we're experimenting with some fun technology here today to make this a more interactive experience for you all. And in fact, Stevens has put together some prizes so that the more engaged you are with stevens.livecubeapp.com, the more you can actually win. And I think there's an iPad up for grabs and some t-shirts and some really cool prizes, so check it out. The way that this works is pull up on any device right now, and you're encouraged to take out your device. This is going to be an interactive experience. And go to stevens.livecubeapp.com, just with any browser. And you'll see that there's actually the full event schedule for the Expo, and you could join the session. So right now we're about to start the project pitch session, so jump into that session, add comments, repost or retweet other people's comments, and you'll actually be able to earn points and prizes at the end of the day. So you'll see on the side there's an iPad Air, which is pretty cool. So you join one of the sessions just by looking in the schedule. You can see the people that are in the room. So if you're looking to meet some new people today, look for some new faces. You can click on your bio in the top right, add a photo of yourself, make yourself a little bit more discoverable, and actually get bonus points for driving more connections. And like I said, there are some really great prizes. In particular, who doesn't want to win an iPad Air? So play along, share your commentary, encourage your favorite teams, maybe criticize the judges if you don't agree. But this is your way to have a voice throughout this experience. So with that, we are going to begin our project plan pitch competition. And I'd like to welcome the judges. We have Sean Cutler, Paul Wojnicki, Dr. Paul Wojnicki, Dr. Chi Chow, Jacqueline Floor, Wei Liao, Walter Geslak, and Frank Zamatoro. How about a big round of applause for our judges today? So I'm sure everyone can appreciate the anxiety that may go into putting together a presentation. So be friendly to the students as they present. Encourage them. Hopefully have some critical feedback. Everyone has 2 minutes to present. We'll take a few comments from the judges, both on presentation skills as well as the impact of the project itself. And with that, we're going to get started with our first project plan.